Learning about a tutorial about a really nifty, cool feature in Google Forms. It's about choosing your own adventure. So in this form here, you can see that participant will be learning more about a particular U.S. state, either Colorado or Florida. Okay, so the first thing that you will want to do is to create a form with your questions like I have, collecting their name, and then you're going to give them an option of choosing on whatever that the student will be learning about. So to set up your choose your own adventure, the very first thing that you'll need to have for the question is it'll need to be a multiple choice format only. Unfortunately, this will not work for the other features like a checkbox or a drop down or any of those other features. So it must be a multiple choice option. So if I choose Colorado, I'll be able to go to a section and learn more about Colorado. Or if I choose Florida here, I'll be able to go to the section about Florida and learn about it. The very next thing that you'll need to do to set up your choose your own adventure is this little icon right here, the add a section. Okay, so the next section that I'm going to be setting up, I'm going to title it as Colorado. So if they want to learn more about it, this is this section that they will go to. And then you can give it a description title as well. And this is where then you can start building, creating your content and adding some more information. So here I can add an image. I can have the state of Colorado right here. This looks like a good one here. The nice thing is about these images is that they are approved so that you can already add this and share it to your students without any copywriting issues. So there's my titles, and then I can add a basic title. So since I'm adding an image, I won't be able to create or do any kinds of questions, but this works, State of Colorado. You are also able then to shrink this down to make it a little bit smaller, so you can do however you want to format that. And then also too, whenever you see the three dots, that means there's more options available. So I select that, and I can also align my image as well to the way that I want to. And also another nice feature is you can add video to your Google Forms. So then I can find a video of Colorado that might be helpful for my students. So a brief history of Colorado through time. That looks good. And then I can also title it, please watch this video. And again, I can format it. So this is nice information for my students for Colorado. And as you can see then, I also want them to also choose for Florida, so I would need to create another section. So that section would be for Florida. And then again, you can build your information, whatever content that you want for your students to view. So here I'll have a little quick video for my students for Florida. Watch this video. Again, formatting it. So voila. Okay, so I have my sections, I have my content. Now you'll notice here where it says after section 1, continue this section. So this is where you can start doing the choose your own adventure. So I'm going to be selecting this question here, then I'm going to come down to the more options, the three dots. Okay, now I want them to go to the section based on what they choose. So if for those who select Colorado, I want them to go to the Colorado section. For those students who select Florida, I want them to go to Florida. Okay, so now if I choose Colorado, they'll go to Colorado and so forth. Now, when they're in Colorado, I want them to be done with the form. But if you see here, after this section, they're going to go to Florida. I don't want that. So what you'll do is you'll select this drop down, and then they can submit the form. So that way then they're not going to go to the next section. And then for Florida, since this is the final section, it'll automatically submit the form. So let me show you what that looks like. So I'm going to come up to the preview icon. Here you can type in your name. And then let's see, I want to go to Colorado. And then here is Colorado. There's the picture, and there's the video, and then I could submit the form. And then for Florida, I choose Florida. And then there's my video of Florida, and there I can submit it. Pretty cool. If you want to further enhance your form, you can also create it into a quiz then for your students, so after they're learning their information. So here then I would add another section. Then as you can see here, then my video kind of fell from Florida, so you can just kind of drag and drop it back to that section. There we go. So then I'm going to title this section Quiz for Colorado. And then I can build it. What did you learn from the video? So we'll make this a paragraph format, and then I can make that required. And then I can add another section and make that section then the quiz for Florida. And then I can build my question. What did you learn from the video? Okay. So now then I'll come on up from the Colorado section, and then here it says to submit form. I don't want that to submit anymore. I would like it to go to the quiz now. So after they're learning that video content information, now they can take the quiz for Colorado. And then I will want to do the same thing now for Florida. So come on down here. I want them to take the quiz for Florida. And then after they're done for the quiz for Colorado, I want them to be done. I don't want them taking a quiz for Florida because they didn't learn that information. So here I'll select Submit Form. Since this is the final section, it'll automatically submit that form. So again, let me show you what that will look like. So then you type in your name here, learning more about Colorado. So then there's my image, there's my video. And now I'm ready to take my quiz about Colorado, and then I can submit it. Let me show you what that will look like then for Florida. So this time I want to learn about Florida. There's my pertinent information. And then here then I can submit my quiz and learning about my information. So this video tutorial showed you how you can create your very own choosing adventure and going to the section based off your selected answers.